I'm sorry, Harvey is not in the mood to record this review, so you have to deal with this dumb text-to-speech bot. Finales, you either love them or hate them. Finales are a very tricky thing to do. Trying to satisfy the audience while strapping the story up in a nice bow can be difficult to accomplish. But one finale in particular has accomplished this tremendously well. Some have even said this is how to do a finale right, and that finale is called Ed, Edd and Eddy the Big Picture Show. Ed, Edd and Eddy the Big Picture Show aired on Cartoon Network in 2009 as a TV movie, wrapping up the popular 1999 show. If you didn't know, I am a huge Ed, Edd and Eddy fan. It is my favorite show and cartoon. I could go on for hours about it, but we are focusing on the finale. What I will say is the show is about three identical named kids trying to scam the other kids in the cul-de-sac for jawbreakers, but failing miserably. The finale takes what the show is about and amplifies it, raising the stakes but feeling right for the simplicity of the show. The finale is about the Eds making their biggest scam yet, bigger than any of their other scams in the show. It goes terribly wrong, injuring the other kids in the cul-de-sac and them going after them. They escape out of the cul-de-sac in a very fast and furious-like chase scene, and Eddy comes up with a plan to head to his big brother's place so that his big brother can protect them. For me personally, I think the most interesting part of this finale is the way they show the dynamic between the three Eds, showing their strengths and weaknesses. The Eds surprisingly work well together outside of the cul-de-sac, even if they have no clue where Eddy's brother is.
But their personalities clash as Double D feels like Ed and Eddy aren't taking things seriously, because Ed and Eddy feel confident that they can get to Eddy's brother, even if they are at a dead end. When Ed and Eddy are presumably sinking into quicksand, Double D tries to get them out but is unsuccessful. He feels like he has lost his only friends and has a breakdown until it turns out it's not actually quicksand, and it was just the other Eds playing a prank on him. Double D storms off furious when Eddy catches up with him but has had enough of Eddy's behavior. They have an argument blaming each other for the scam going wrong. Then they have a fight. Ed tells them to stop, only for both of them to shout, "Stay out of it." Double D pushes Eddy away and walks away, only for Eddy to start crying and he shouts out it's all his fault. This is when Double D comes back to him, forgiving him as all three continue their journey. This scene is fantastic because it shows how all the problems with this trio, how Eddy is overconfident and never takes responsibility for his actions. Ed's lack of intelligence puts him a couple of steps behind everyone else, not understanding the situation and how to resolve it. And Double D on how he feels like the other Eds aren't taking the situation seriously and feels like it is not worth being around these two. Double D's story arc is important because it starts not only Eddy's, but Ed's too, as they realize their errors. This also has an effect on the ending of the film, which we will get into now. The finale of the film has the Eds finally meet up with Eddy's brother and everything about him is great. His design is both intimidating and goofy, with the voice actor Terry Klassen doing an awesome job. It's also weird as well seeing an adult in Ed, Edd and Eddy, since we never see one in the show, but I think it's right for the finale and the story as well. Really making you interested to see what Eddy's brother looks like. It turns out that Eddy's brother is a huge jerk to Eddy, as he hurts Eddy, throwing into the ground and smashing him on the floor in front of all of the characters in the series, except for Johnny. Eddy tries to hold onto the door to get away from his brother, but luckily for him Ed takes out a screw holding the door together, with the door flying into Eddy's brother, knocking him out. This is the smartest thing that Ed has done, sort out a situation that doesn't involve him getting injured and understanding the situation. While Eddy's on the floor in pain, the other Eds come to him for support. He tells them that everything about his brother was a lie so that he can be liked by the other kids and feels cool. He feels like he gets everything wrong, and he never thinks he will learn, but then Double D says he already has. The kids forgive Eddy and the rest of the Eds. Johnny gets beat up and our movie ends. I know I haven't talked much about the rest of the film because I wanted to talk about the two best scenes in the film and how it affects the finale so much. but I will say the rest of the film has some classic funny comedy, amazing animation that give the characters so much life. And the voice acting being spot on for all the original cast, especially Samuel Vincent who plays Double D, Tony Sampson who plays Eddy, and Terry Klassen as well. What the finale has a lot of signs of growing up. The obvious examples is accepting responsibility and moving out in the real world, with lot of other little details in the movie show this. With considering the show is about one man's childhood, it makes sense for these themes to show up. But what I said from before, the finale raises the stake without raising them too high to make it feel unbelievable. The finale has a simple story for a simple show, to put its simple characters in environments they haven't been in before. And in my opinion, the finale executed it perfectly. I am sorry that my voice isn't working for today, but I really wanted to get the video out on Friday. I promise you the next review will be even better. Till then, if you like the video, put a thumbs up, subscribe and check out my other channels in the description down below. See you in the next video.